I thank you, Madam Speaker, for allowing me the opportunity to make a ministerial statement with respect to MSBG and MSMEs. Madam Speaker, I wish to highlight a number of the initiatives of the Fijian government that support development of micro and small medium enterprises to help improve the livelihoods of all Fijians, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the MSMEs obviously are a foundation of any developing economy, and in Fiji, MSMEs constitute approximately 97% of established businesses and provide employment, Madam Speaker, to about 37% of the total formal labour force and contribute 12% to the GDP. And the majority of these MSMEs are concentrated in the primary retail and services sector. This is an indication, Madam Speaker, of the significance of the MSME sector towards making Fiji a resilient and robust and vibrant economy, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Fijian government has invested in a number of initiatives that aim at creating jobs, generating income, and stimulating entrepreneurship, eradicating poverty, and advancing the livelihoods of all Fijians, including the young and the grassroots. Madam Speaker, the Micro and Small Business Grant, or the MSBG, is one such initiative. So through capital injection, as I mentioned earlier, of $1,000 to MSMEs, and through the development of their entrepreneurial skills, we have been able to improve the lives of not only the recipients, Madam Speaker, but also the people in the community. In the past 4 years, Madam Speaker, the MSBG has supported a total of 17,970 recipients, with a total investment of $17.4 million, Madam Speaker. This support has impacted the lives of approximately 89,850 people, Madam Speaker. To break it down further, we have assisted a total of 10,760 male and 7,210 female entrepreneurs. In terms of geographical distribution, at the total of 10,855 entrepreneurs are in the rural, and 7,115 urban recipients have been assisted. Furthermore, Madam Speaker, the monitoring and evaluation exercise has provided positive results to date. And as I had stated earlier, the MSBG has recorded a resounding 80.3% success rate of those assessed so far. Madam Speaker, as I said earlier, this surpasses most international benchmarks of around 50% for nurturing sustainable business in the MSME sector. In fact, Madam Speaker, contrary to popular belief, Madam Speaker, through rigorous monitoring and evaluation exercise, the Ministry has identified a number of successful recipients who are ready to expand their existing businesses, which will allow them the opportunity to increase their income further. Madam Speaker, I just wish to point out that we often get unfairly criticized about this MSBG initiative. What the opposition really fails to understand is that what we are doing, Madam Speaker, is necessary, because there is currently little or no targeted support for those that earn less than $30,000 per annum and would like to venture into business. Madam Speaker, the initiative ensures that all Fijians, Madam Speaker, have the right to economic participation and empowerment, Madam Speaker. Even those that may live as far as Oniata in Laos, Madam Speaker. They might invent... Madam Speaker, there may be somebody there who's invented something regarding mosquitoes, I don't know. But even those, Madam Speaker, people living as far as Oniata will get assisted. Madam Speaker, I'm pleased to say that some of the successful recipients, Madam Speaker, are actually present in the gallery today. And I urge the opposition to meet these enterprising and hard-working Fijians, Madam Speaker. You are more than welcome to hear their first-hand inspirational stories, as well as their satisfaction level with respect to the level of support that has been provided through these initiatives. I wish now to highlight these particular stories, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we have Mr. Jeremiah Naivorolua of Wainandoi. He was given a grant of $1,000 to expand his poultry business. This expansion has further increased the production of eggs, and he is now able is now able, Madam Speaker, to supply more eggs to Navua Hospital, Madam Speaker. We do work in collaboration, Madam Speaker. And his monthly income, Madam Speaker, from the sale of those eggs is $3,900, and his monthly profit is $1,200, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, Mr. Naivalurua plans to expand his poultry business and to diversify into other kinds of farming, Madam Speaker. Great Fijian. Madam Speaker, we have Mrs. Maureen Yunus, Madam Speaker. Mrs. Maureen Yunus is the proud owner of a florist business, and which she calls My Nursery, based in Olosara, Singatoka, Madam Speaker, and has been operating for the last 5 years, Madam Speaker. Today, she was assisted with merely a $1,000 grant. Today, Madam Speaker, she earns a weekly income of $4,000 from selling orchids, Madam Speaker. And she also now exports to Samoa, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, Mr. Mateo Nambale Mutu from Lombao Village, Namosi. Madam Speaker, this is an exceptional case, and this is a great story. He, Madam Speaker, is a person with a disability. But, Madam Speaker, being the great Fijian he is, that does not deter him from aspiring to become a successful entrepreneur, Madam Speaker. The assistance that was provided to him helped him establish a canteen. Today he earns $200 a week, Madam Speaker, from his business. Ms. Pravina Sujita of Nosori, Madam Speaker, was given a grant to establish her florist business. I hope the Leader of Opposition will buy flowers from her. She, Madam Speaker, again, is a wonderful, successful story. She earns $5,000 a month from sales of flowers, Madam Speaker. Once again, she has now decided she's going to diversify and go into retail of clothing. Mr. Rakesh Narayan, Madam Speaker, of Vakambalea in Navua, he was given a grant, again, to establish a poultry business from the sale of ducks. Madam Speaker, he earns $2,000 a month. With the success of his business, he plans to invest into a slaughter machine that will enable him to meet the increasing demand from clients. Madam Speaker, we have Mr. Meli Kenawai, who is a fisherman from Nangarani in Rewa, Madam Speaker. He resides in Wanikoso village in Nasiru, and from the assistance that he got, he was able to purchase his fishing net, and from the savings and the help of his wonderful wife, he has now decided to diversify into livestock farming, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this is the kind of wonderful story that the whole of Fiji likes hearing, Madam Speaker. Mr. Pranit Prasad, Madam Speaker, is a farmer from Buambua in Lotoka. And he, Madam Speaker, won the 2015 Young Farmer of the Year Award for the Western Division, and with his grant, he has purchased $1,000 of additional farming materials, and today he earns a weekly income of $400 from the sale of his farm produce, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, these are just some examples, and we cannot read the entire list, because 80% would be, I'd be here for 3 days, Madam Speaker. As I stated in the House this week, the field monitoring and assessment, Madam Speaker, is an ongoing exercise, and the results of these assessments will determine, among other things, the type of business support and guidance that the recipients may require. In terms of funding, Madam Speaker, in addition to the Fijian government's commitment, the Indian government has continued its support for the MSBG. And I'm pleased to inform the House, Madam Speaker, that the Indian government has committed $5.9 million for the second phase of funding for the MSBG. Madam Speaker, this brings their total contribution to the MSBG to $10.6 million. Madam Speaker, in addition to the MSBG, the Ministry is also responsible for the delivery of the Integrated Human Resource Development Program, commonly known as the IHRDP. In the first 2 quarters of this financial year, a total of 25 community-based projects in bee farming, virgin coconut oil, ginger, and integrated farming and ecotourism were implemented, Madam Speaker, which benefited 560 Fijians and created 213 jobs for the rural population, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Ministry has recently completed monitoring of 12 IHRDP projects in the provinces of Vakandrove, Madam Speaker, Naita Asiri, and Tailevu. Madam Speaker, and I wish to highlight some of these success stories also. The first one is the Gusu Isabu Bakery and Naita Asiri. They were assisted to purchase baking equipment. The bakery is now supplying bread to the people in Gusu Isabu and the nearby villages. Monthly sales, Madam Speaker, average around $6,000. And they again have decided to diversify and gone into a canteen business. The Silana Ecotourism Project in Dausamu, Madam Speaker, in Tailevu, is another successful project that continues to generate income for the Silana youth group. Through the various trainings in business development, financial literacy, customer service, the youth now have the necessary skills to run this project. In addition, the villages have also benefited from selling produce directly to the ecotourism lodge. In the province of the Kandroe, Madam Speaker, where Yangona and Taro farming remain the dominant crop cultivated, bee farming has emerged as a viable business for the villages in the Tikina Tunuloa and the Tikina Kumbulau. With the support of the IHRDP, these villages are reaping the rewards with higher income earned from the sale of honey, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Northern Development Program, or NDP, is another program endorsed by the Fijian government in 2007. NDP has been designed again to improve the livelihoods and reduce rural-urban migration. So since 2008, Madam Speaker, a total of 2,122 recipients have been assisted with total government investment of $8.5 million. Through the NDP, these MSMEs have been successfully linked to financial institutions and have accessed more than $9.9 million in loans for the development of their business, Madam Speaker. The NDP alone has led to the creation of 6,410 jobs, Madam Speaker, which has improved the livelihoods of 31,050 Fijians. Madam Speaker, the current success rate of the NDP is around 84%, according to the last assessment of the particular projects. Another initiative for the grassroots communities, Madam Speaker, is the formation and registration of cooperative businesses. Madam Speaker, the business model enables people to pool together their resources, obviously, and start businesses. And currently there are 489 cooperatives formally registered and cover key sectors such as agriculture, fisheries, financial, retail, and forestry. The sugar industry also, Madam Speaker, has benefited from the establishment of cane harvester cooperatives that have eased the huge burden of the cane farmers in terms of looking for labor. A total of 19 cooperatives have been assisted with the grant funds of $90,000 each to purchase cane harvesters, Madam Speaker. The balance of funds for the harvesters was sourced from the Fiji Development Bank. And furthermore, in order to ensure increased compliance with the Cooperatives Act, the Ministry has launched in January this year the Target 100. This is an initiative designed to get at least 100 cooperatives to be fully compliant to the Cooperatives Act, as well as other regulations that is applicable to the cooperatives. Therefore, keeping in mind, Madam Speaker, the long-term sustainability and the direct positive impact of the initiatives related to the grassroots communities, the Ministry will continue to enhance awareness and training as part of its outreach program. Madam Speaker, we have set strategies through which we will be able to provide support, the training, the technical advice, to name a few, in a collaborative manner. We are working with donor agencies to develop a tertiary level curriculum in the area of cooperatives. Another initiative, Madam Speaker, targeted to improve the livelihoods of our grassroots communities, obviously, is the roadside stall project, which I had mentioned earlier. This will be piloted with the construction of about 30 roadside stalls in rural areas outside the municipal boundaries, and the Ministry intends to improve the presentation and hygiene standards of produce that is sold by roadside vendors. This also provides the Ministry an opportunity to mainstream these informal operators into the formal sector of the economy. To conclude, Madam Speaker, the MSMEs have transformed the economies of many developing countries, and this is also what the Fijian government intends to achieve. This can be realized if the Fijian government provides the right framework, which we do, the right guidance, which we do. We create an enabling and conducive environment. along, Madam Speaker, with the appropriate legislation. We will ensure that the MSME sector will continue to thrive and become one of the leading contributors to the Fijian economy. Madam Speaker, and might I just add, that is an example of us not paying lip service like you alleged. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.